But the limit there is 16 years old, and you must need a full licence rather than a club licence. So right now ready for a start on pole position. 25 Blake Ross, Tarbin Walker, followed by Scott Hawkes, Thomas Newton on the front row. And then the second row was Clark Fountain, Harry Parker from Timaru, Jesse Stroud. Jesse's out at the moment, had a crash on his Superlight bike. Cameron Goldfish from Finch from Wanganui on 8th position there. The Zatic bike down in the middle of the field there, coming along the front straight. Hope they've got enough marshals to pick that bike up. What do we got? We've got a 1:37-minute lap time, so the bikes don't carry radiators or anything like that, so probably no chance of fluid spill, as I think that's Tarbin Walker goes through and takes the lead ahead of Blake Ross as they go to turn 3 here at Manfeild. Now, this is a great package. 5995 gets you a motorcycle race, and it gets you a Bell helmet, Alpine Star boots, gloves and leathers, and race stand. And that's it. You rock up there, and all the bikes are very, very equal. We've had a couple of them gone to a dyno and just tweaked out a little bit of things, like, you know, running a different type of oil that's less friction in the engine. Might not do much, but I tell you what, if it's a half a wheel at the end of a straight, it's a half a wheel, and that could put you a half a wheel across the start-finish line. Notice some of the transponders on the triple clamps, some of them on the front wheel. Really, we're going to get some photo finishes in this class, so we might be a bit of discrepancies there. But the transponders are only about 6 inches apart, but look at how close all these bikes are. We had two bikes qualifying the 137 mark. 138, we had 4 bikes in, and a 139, a massive 6 bikes there, ranging from 139.067 to 139.996. So close to the lap times. We've got 20 thousandths between Cameron Goldfish and Michael Wilson. Here they are for the first lap. I think it's a 6-lap race. We go into the front of the program. Don't forget, folks, the program is yours for Wanganui as well. Indeed, the GixR Cup is a 6-lap race, and just 4/100ths of a second separating Tarbin Walker and Blake Ross as they go across the start-finish line. A few of the guys have thrown a bit of colour into their bike, different colour belly pans and that. That's all good for us commentators to try and recognise the machine. I noticed that Tarbin Walker on the number 31 machine has got a red front to his fairing and that sort of thing. That means we can pick him up. There's a couple of people with mohawks. There's a red belly pan in 4th spot, and quite bright yellow, orange one, sorry. I'm pretty sure that's number 24, Harry Parker from Timaru. And a sole rider out there with Alpine Stars that are a different colour to the rest, pretty much. They're orange on one side and white on the other side. This could cause confusion in the commentary box as well, because you're looking out down the centre straight, you'll see him in 2, 4, 6, 8th, 9th, 10th position, and the orange leathers. When you go hunting him down the back straight, you sort of, where's him? Where is he? And that's white on the other side. We've got the same confusion a little bit in the superbikes, where both Sloane Frost wear Alpine Stars, and does Jay Lawrence as well. Got a problem down on the back straight there for the lead bike there, running off into the grass. We've got another one down there coming out of Higgins, skids down. The bike is on its side, but the rider is upright. So the second place there, and that will be Blake Ross, I'm pretty sure. In fact, we've got to find which page we're on. This is brought to you by Mead Speed, this class as well. Have a look at the beautiful engineering going on in the exhaust pipes on the majority of these bikes. Mead Speed. He is available for repairs for the GixR Cup boys this weekend. Presented me with a nice coffee cup made out of titanium. The guy's work is just beautiful. And he doesn't know I don't drink coffee, but I'm sure I'll put a cold beer in there one day. And just the workmanship of titanium. The bikes aren't fitted with titanium. It's a cheaper option to do these bikes for the Mead Speed thing. I think he made up about 34 pipes in that, enough for the 30 bikes that Suzuki New Zealand brought in for this class, and also a couple of spares. And just the workmanship and dealing with Bryce Meads is just such a pleasurable experience for someone that's doing a job. You'll do it exactly how you want, in the materials you want. He's from Eltham. Mead Speed brings you, as well as Suzuki, the GixR Cup. A decent lead there for Tarbin Walker, 2.6 seconds after Blake Ross run off at coming out of Higgins. We go back to 3rd and 4th, and that's probably Clark Fountain and Harry Parker there. Clark Fountain and Harry Parker. Yes, Harry Parker's there in 4th place. You can see his orange belly pan. In behind him, it's Wanganui's Ollie Dennison on number 19. We go back. This is across the start-finish line. JP Sabret's on 21 is in 6. He's got ahead of Thomas Newton, Michael Wilson, Zach Fuller, Matt Broff. Hunter Stoneman Boyle wasn't available for last weekend, but out on the track for the first time in race situation here. Hunter Stoneman Boyle from Wanganui, Shane Miller, Justin Mounder, Will Derby Hoffman and Braden Hobman. That's the 15 bikes on my screen. We've got 20 odd. We lost a bike down there on the Higgins corner. I don't have that on my screen. It looks like the rider is up and okay. So the battle is on for third place. There's 3 bikes going side by side, round onto the front straight. Already Tarbin Walker and Blake Ross have cut a track there, but 3 bikes come round on that big sweeper there. One of the riders sits up there. Yeah, that is Harry Parker there, sits up there because almost collided with someone else along the front straight. It was just a pleasure to watch these guys out in the practice alone, just all having a ding-dong. Qualifying, I think they should have been a bit more spread out, then they get a good clean run and get the best of the qualifying times. The fastest qualifier was a 1:37.514. We do not have a lap record for this class officially. It was run at midweek a few weeks ago, but I'm sure we're going to be well under that lap record as the riders evolve and get their bikes set up and start to learn their way around road racing, because a lot of these young fellas are, well, all young fellas are 14 to 21. Most of them have got chins that are as smooth as a frog belly. They're that young. They don't have happy hours, they have happy meals after a race meeting, and that's it, bringing new people to the sport. Wow, Suzuki New Zealand, you've done us proud, as you always do, supporting the whole Suzuki series, but picking up this formula that's been run in Asia in a number of countries for several years. You can also buy these GixR Cup bikes for the street, the GSX 150F. They've got a faired version, as identical as these bikes were before they got race prepped, and a naked version. Not sure whether I've seen a black bike. I think I've seen a black bike, but the red one looks as stunning as the blue ones out there. 3 laps down. It's closing up between first and second place. We had a 1.9 second differential coming across the start-finish line. Blake Ross in second place, a 1:37.398, a 1:37.702. So he's 0.3 of a second quicker than Tarbin Walker. Can he reel him in? In fact, to go across the start-finish line, 0.395 between first and second. Third place is in a lonely position there. Thomas Newton in behind him. Harry Parker just holds ahead of Clark Fountain, 9/100ths of a second. 3 bikes there for 6th, 7th and 8th, and that's Michael Wilson, Ollie Dillison and JP Sabretts, I'm pretty sure. Bikes everywhere. What a wonderful race class there. There's those orange leathers. Orange, they changed to white down the back straight, a bit like one of those iguanas, whatever. The lead bikes going through the S's there. It's all about quarter speed on a little bike this. They're about a GN 125 motor, not a hell of a lot of power, but a hell of a lot of fun. They're into the hairpin, coming out of the hairpin. It was Tarbin Walker and Blake Ross. It still is Tarbin Walker in front, Blake Ross. I'm not too sure right now. There's about 6 bike lengths between them. We'll see the second bike get up into the slipstream. Here it goes. Is there going to be a braking duel into the Higgins corner here on lap 4 of 6? It's a braking duel, and Blake Ross goes up on the inside. Remember that one of these bikes run high. In fact, that's a very high move there for one of them going onto the back straight. Was into the grass quite substantially. I didn't honestly think he'd come back, but great to see this class going on. Unfortunately, Jesse Stroud had an accident in the Formula 3 qualifying and has gone off to get himself looked at. And that's just the state of motorcycle racing, unfortunately. Hopefully, Jesse, you're okay, because you were a great asset to the class, winning the races last weekend at Taupo for the first round of the 2017 GixR Cup class. Here we go. Start-finish straight, 0.4 of a second between them. This is going to be one of those photo finishes where the white flag comes out. How much have we got? 8 thousandths of a second. What can you do at 8 thousandths of a second? I know my missus could spend money, but there's not many other things you can do in that sort of time. So that's probably a tyre width. You'll be able to see it on CTAS as they come down the front straight. CTAS available live now, available to you in about 2 days' time. The footage of this, it is free to look in, so you'll be able to watch these races, all of the races today, last weekend, and in fact all of the footage that Grant Collingwood from CTAS live text-to-web systems has done for us. So 2 lead bikes on the last lap go into the hairpin at Manfeild here. Remember, Tarbin Walker is running the red fairing there. He gets the better drive out of that corner. Now he's just about into the slipstream. There's maybe a few inches in. No, those bikes absolutely match the speed. It's going to be a braking duel. Tarbin Walker closes up there. This is a slipstreaming. He'll get a tow from the other bike, slow it down a little bit, so it's about the braking into Higgins. Walker goes high. Blake Ross goes low. They come out there, down the Higgins straight there. We go back to third place. It is Thomas Newton there. And a little bit of a battle going on between Harry Parker and Clark Fountain. Harry was in the lead of these 2 bikes and looking like he's got the drive out of Higgins. He's been pushed back 1 place, but I think he's going to get in front as he takes advantage of the slipstream down the back straight in the GixR Cup. What a magnificent class. I think I've said that before. Those two bikes side by side there. This is Harry Parker and Clark Fountain. It will be a breaking duel into the big sweeper there. Can't see who it is there. The lead bike's coming along the start from straight. 8,000ths of a second. It will be Blake Ross, followed by Tarvin Walker. Got to have a word with those boys for putting their fists in the air. Keep on racing after the start-finish line, because you never know when someone's going to go up the back. So I know he's elated to be winning in that class, but by just 0.1 of a second. Now, who is the new lap record holder for the GixR Cup? We have Blake Ross on a 1:37.304, 1:37.702, 1:37.212. So it is Thomas Newton. Thomas Newton.